This summer, my boyfriend and I flew from New York to our home country of Trinidad and Tobago, where we met up with some friends and flew to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The next day, we took a boat tour and visited four Grenadine islands. Let's just say that boat ride was a bit bumpy and I was holding on and bawling for dear life. Our first stop was Canawan. Can we say love at first sight? The water at Canawan was calm, super blue, the sand was white. We walked around Shenanigans at the Sandy Lane Yacht Club. There were nice pools, plants, and places to take photos. So we had to begin the photo shoot. This is my boyfriend Siobhan, and these are my girls. You would think that we weren't just screaming on the boat, but we were there acting like nothing didn't happen and we was just ready to explore and jump in. Khadijah and Siobhan had to take some sips. And before you know it, it was time to leave Canoan to head to the next destination. Back on the bumpy ride we go. Tobago Cays, here we come. And we have arrived Tobago Cays. You see the difference in the watercolor. I thought Canoan was blue until I got to Tobago Cays. Before getting off the boat, we had to take some sips. It's been a long day so far and we are having a great time. Tobago Cays is a marine park. So the captain decided to dock here so that way we will be able to snorkel and see all of the things that the water had to offer. Khadijah was a bit nervous to get off the boat, but Sean and I helped her to feel comfortable. We brought her in the water, helped her to swim, float a little bit, and by the end she was excited. We saw fish, turtles, and stingrays. Seeing the marine life in their natural habitat was really exciting, but nothing, absolutely nothing was more exciting than Siobhan coming in close contact with a sea turtle, which he got to gently touch and swim along with as it came up for air. Life just felt so perfect at Tobago Cays. It's like you just had to be there. Ray jumped off the boat, which gave me the incentive to jump off as well because I was super nervous. But when I did it, all the fear was gone. I felt like I could have did it 1,000 times after. We took a few pictures when we got back to the boat and then we headed to stop number three. Honestly, I don't know why Ariel wanted to be a part of our world so bad because her world is fire. Anyways, so third destination, we got to Maro. We had been on this boat for a couple hours now, so we were beat and hungry. So we got to Maro. Once again, Siobhan started to take some drone shots. The water here, another different color, a little lighter, I would say. This is where we started we was beat, we was tired. We didn't get a lot of photos here or anything because we was just ready to dive in and get some food. So that is us walking to our destination because lunch had to be served. Final stop, back way. So you all see a girl was brave at Tobago Case jumping off the boat. For some reason, Siobhan and I were supposed to get a cute video jumping together and I froze. Could not jump. Definitely made him go first. This was our final destination. Captain got in with us. He took a swim. I caught a sea urchin. And before you know it, the sun was going down. We were back on that bumpy speedboat heading back home. Saw some lovely views on the way. And surprisingly to us, we were able to see a shipwreck. I believe this area that the shipwreck is located is called Moon Hole. Our captain and crew were truly amazing. They made sure that we saw so many sights, and the shipwreck was the perfect way to end our day trip to the Grenadines. You would think that we had enough of being on a boat, but instead, the next morning, we back again, this time on a pirogue, headed to the falls of Baleen, which is located on the leeward side of the island. The water there was much calmer because this time it was the Caribbean Sea. The day prior, we took the Atlantic Ocean, which was rough. You saw us screaming. On the journey, we saw La Soufrière, which is a stratovolcano, which started an effusive eruption in December of 2020. And then, boom, had an explosive eruption in April of 2021. So the day before, we was hoping that we could see dolphins. And guess what happened on that day? Headed to the falls of Belize. We are screaming. It's dolphins, dolphins, dolphins everywhere putting on a show for us. We could not contain our excitement. And then we have arrived. Well, at least we thought so. We thought that we were hopping off the boat and it was about to be a short walk. What? We turned into rock climbers. Not a lot of footage because we had to be safe. You have to hold on. This was the worst part. Hold on to the side of this rock, this precipice. Hold on and walk before you fall down. Anyways, it was worth it. It was really worth it. I'm not much of a hiker, but when I say it was worth it, because when you get there, look at the falls of Berlin. Just take it in now. Just take it in. Take that falls in. Look at that. Can you imagine? Only God could make something like this. It was amazing being in the middle of the jungle. The drone added a next layer of this experience because we got to see what the eyes couldn't see from the bottom. I think I spent the most time in the water. I was there for so many hours. At one point, I just had to put on the life jacket. I no longer had the endurance to be in such deep water. If you're not a strong swimmer, I would highly suggest wearing a life jacket, especially when going directly underneath the falls, because there are strong currents. So we quickly realized that we weren't the only people at the falls, but we definitely was the only people that walked only with alcohol but no food. So these nice men who shared their wings with us. And then we just continued laughing, drinking, talking, having a good time. Even though your girl did not want to come out of the water because it was so majestic, spending time with friends and family really sealed the deal. We really got a chance to bond collectively, and I can say nobody had a bad day. We all had a wonderful experience from meeting strangers, becoming friends for life because some of us actually met on the trip, believe it or not. But I say all of that to say is make sure you guys take some time out to explore the Caribbean. All the islands are different and they all have a lot to offer. This is Carrie. Somehow the other Carrie ended up in a little cave next to the waterfall. I don't know how or when he got there, but he was enjoying it. At this point, it had been hours and it was time for us to head back out, head home. So, of course, as I said before, I don't like hiking. I am struggling to come down, but everybody was helping. It was a team effort. This is the view. So the falls is tucked away, tucked in between rock, which creates, I guess, somewhat of a valley feeling. Hiking. And finally, after about 20 minutes, we are out. We have completed our trip at the Falls of Belen. Our captain told us that directly behind me is the pitons of St. Lucia, but you can only see it on a clear day. Back on the boat we go. The captain got some breadfruit while we were swimming. I guess he was exploring the falls. Anyway, we are on the way back to the windward side of St. Vincent. That's our captain. He was the best. On the way back, the captain surprised us with a trip to Shark Hole. So Shark Hole, we was wondering, is there sharks in here? No, there's not. It's just a cave that's opened up like a shark mouth. The stones were pink, the water was turquoise. We was in awe. It was so nice and radiating. That was one of the best. This was just one of the best days ever. We were touching the stones, looking at the water, asking the captain to flim the stones. It's so pink and pretty. And we took some more sips and we were headed back home. That was the final stop. Definitely had to cheers up, cheers up, cheers up for the best day ever. Somehow or the other, couple days later, we ended up in Beckway again. But that is a story for another vlog. Stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever vlog. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and leave a comment. See you guys later. Bye.